In 2009, the Pixar film Up premiered. It tells the story of Carl, a retired elderly man struggling to fulfill the dreams of his deceased wife. This movie is considered by many to be one of the saddest films ever created by Pixar. But what is even more shocking is that this movie was actually inspired by a true story. Today, we're going to take a look at the emotional story behind the film Up. The movie begins by showing us the life of a young and shy Carl, who then meets a girl named Ellie. Both children were big fans of Charles Mutz, a very famous world explorer. Their shared fascination of exploration led them to dream about one day traveling to the Paradise Falls, a location mentioned by Mutz. Their mutual dream led them to fall in love and eventually get married. However, due to economic problems, they never managed to save enough money to take the trip. Also, sadly, Ellie couldn't bear children. They both grew old together, but Ellie would die first after getting sick, leaving Carl alone with only the house and the memories of his life with Ellie. Carl became a troglodyte, a grumpy old man who lived in a small house surrounded by buildings and constructions. He was offered money to leave his house, but he rejected it. After an incident involving Carl, he was sent an eviction notice. This pushes the old man to escape with his house and fulfill the dreams of his deceased wife. This story shares certain parallels with the story of Edith Macefield, a music student who claimed that she had been sent to Germany to spy on the Nazis, though it was never proven. She spent her youth traveling to many foreign countries, but she then returned to the United States to take care of her mother. Her mother made her promise to stay by her side until she died, and that is exactly what Edith did. She stayed with her mother up until the day she died, resting on the sofa in her house. Edith was then completely alone with no other family. Just like in the movie, time moved too fast for Edith. By the time she realized that she had no one left, she was already an old lady. All she had left were her memories and an old Seattle house. Her neighbors began to sell their houses to construction companies. However, Edith refused. She even rejected a $1 million offer. The construction companies had to build around her house. This inadvertently made her a celebrity. Edith Macefield died on June 15, 2008, 1 year before the premiere of the film Up. Pixar asked for permission to tie balloons to her house during the premiere of the film in tribute to Edith. People all around the world traveled to this house and left messages written on balloons. After her death, the house has been sold twice and has undergone drastic renovations. At first, it was requested to remain the same, just as Edith left it. But it is believed that it will be demolished soon, if it hasn't already. But Edith isn't the only person who rejected offers from billion-dollar companies. You can find similar houses in the middle of mega constructions or buildings. Houses owned by people who have decided not to sell. To them, their homes are more important than any amount of money. Tell me what you think about this story and about the film Up. What would you have done in Edith's position? Would you sell your house for $1 million? Do you think she made the right decision? Thank you all for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe. And remember, assume nothing and question everything.